I remember a story of a girl. She told us she had already bought a rope, she'd already bought poison. I remember one moment, especially in high school, where I was actually elected as the head girl in school, so in Form 3. And during that time, I think I would have so many people coming, just to, my classmates, my schoolmates, coming to tell me of what they are going through and the issues they are going through. At that point, I knew what I wanted to be. I never wanted to be a doctor or a lawyer. That was not my thing. But I think now, having the privilege to lead in school, I wanted to work with the community. So when I came out of high school, I started volunteering, then worked for different organizations. And I remember telling my last employer, and I told her, before 31, I'll start my organization. But then between 2016 and 2019, life happened. And having gone through a depressive stage and being a single mom, and having some sort of support from my friends, some of my friends. Of course, some of my friends left me because what even happened, I lost weight. I had so many suicidal attempts and even ideation. My family, yes, was there, but I never opened up to them. I went to a school called Madaraka in one of the low-income areas, and I remember meeting a teacher. She was very kind to me. And so she told me about the area, what was happening. And I felt the move now to ensure I work in that community because they were going through a lot of generational traumas. And having gone through the same thing, I felt that it was now important to start something. In 2020, we did a baseline survey just to get the background information of the area. And the realization is that there was a lot of teenage pregnancies. There was the issue of drugs and substance abuse. There was issues of gender-based violence, HIV, and teenage pregnancy. And with that, and when they spoke about what they are going through, it was from the family. I mean, where they've come from. Their parents, their moms had also given birth to them in their teens. It was a recurring pattern. So we thought, why not help these young girls as young as they are? Let's help them, first of all, to understand who they are, where they come from. Understand, we all come from somewhere. We have the black and white family patterns. There are some good things in our families, but then there are some bad things in our families. So we took these teenage girls through a journey of self-discovery for them to understand where they've come from, why they behave the way they behave, and now helping them to make different choices. So through this program that we dubbed Okoa Kairĩtu, we have seen teenage mothers going back to school through the support of the Nakuru East CDF bursary. We have linked them to opportunities, and we've helped them get psychological resilience to a point that they appreciate themselves. I remember a story of a girl. She told us she had already bought a rope, she'd already bought poison. When we started talking, we gave her hope. She was pregnant. And actually, when we were now towards the tail end of the program, she said, I am alive because of Haven of Dreams, because I had bought everything. I was ready to die by suicide. Right now, the baby is almost 2 years. And yes, she's trying to look for a job, but she's at a better place, knowing that, yes, it's just a season, it's temporary, but it does not necessarily define who I am. And we working with teenage mothers, through that process, we realized that we cannot work with the teenage mothers without working with the young men, because most of the young men were responsible for the pregnancies. So we started a mentorship program for these young men who are at risk of joining gangs. Some are abusing drugs, some are actually selling these drugs. We are working with schools, because we believe that we can change these children as young as they are, so that they do not have to go through the patterns of generational traumas. I am where I am because of mentorship, people who held my hand, and that is something that I am very keen when it comes to the organization to pay it forward. My appeal to the community and even to the government is just to have policies that are not just friendly, but then implement these policies so that we can make the community a better place.